Rose to that song.
Thank you. The number one segment here on Meltdown Island,
This is how we roses.
This is how we roses. This is how we thorns. What we do is we go, this was a good part of the show, or this was a bad part of the show. This is something that we should definitely do again, or this is something we should never talk about again. And
or just a shout out to something that
was
about
positive,
the show
yeah.
that was positive.
I'd like to give a shout out to our viewers.
For example, a rose to our many commenters.
Many commenters and viewers.
A thorn to the universe for having that whole Hurricane Hillary 2 weeks after I left California.
Ouch, Thorn!
I say it's a positive thing. Who knows?
That I missed it?
Yeah. Who knows what could happen?
Well, especially since the people who live in that area are not used to those weather conditions.
No, they're used to sunny every day.
Sunny, dry,
sunny,
and sunny. Sunny, warm, dry, clear skies.
All of those things.
And here they're getting walloped. They've been getting walloped.
Walloped.
Since the atmospheric river dumped on them.
You wouldn't take off? You wouldn't go to Vegas for the weekend? I would. If I knew there was a hurricane coming and I lived on the beach, I'd be like, peace.
I mean, I would have stayed only because...
You want front row seats to the end of the world.
It would be, well, that notwithstanding. But the warnings were for, that it was going to be reduced to tropical storm status by the time it got up that high. I mean, it's not like a Category 5 was bearing down and was going to slam right straight into Los Angeles. Yeah, then
I wish that would have hit Hawaii.
Then I would have left.
Why couldn't it have hit Hawaii on its way? Instead, it just blew them winds and made it worse.
That was actually a different hurricane, I think.
A different hurricane.
Meltdown Island.
Because this isn't the one that blew.
Aren't they tsunamis on that side?
They're typhoons. They're typhoons in the Pacific, technically. In fact, thorn to the fossil fuel industry.
Thorn.
Ouch, Thorn!
For your criminal denial and,
easy, bud.
To the existence of climate change, and the literally hitting to the airwaves, telling people it's nothing to worry about.
Woo! Talk about it, Shawn.
I mean, it's criminal. And history will remember them as criminals.
I already think of them like that.
Yeah.
Don't matter what I think is what most people say, but boy, do I think of them like that.
Myself included.
You know I can hear you, right?
Good work, you gents.
Oh.
I think he's giving us a rose.
Us?
He's giving us a rose.
Rose to you,
I'm giving
rose.
you a rose, buddy.
Rose.
I'm giving you a
all
rose.
around. Rose. Look at the color. We got rose color.
You're crushing it today, buddy. You're crushing it.
And I'm not even trying.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know it's good.
A thorn to the fact that we had to talk so much about crypto today.
Ouch, Thorn! Ouch, Thorn!
Well, some would say rose because there are a lot of things happening in crypto that have been robbing us for a long time. Here coming along, a pond.
A rose to Kazakhstan for
that's not true.
For offering to be the K in BRICS.
I like that you like that joke, though. I appreciate that.
It's a good bet.
Thank you. I definitely thought of that the other day and sent it to my mom and brother. They both laughed, so I knew it was a joke. I wanted to use on today's
Meltdown Island.
Just wait in joyful hope of the coming of the sweet release.
Sweet release.
Of human extinction 2030.
Come on, 2030!
Extinction 2030!
Ouch, Thorn!
And it's the known knowns, the unknown knowns, and it's the unknown unknowns that you got to be aware of.
Right.
Don't even know the right questions to be asking about pond coin, right?
Roses and thorns.
Who was that? Was that Bush's defense secretary?
He was defensive.
Attaboy, Dustin!
Rumsfeld, yeah. And as much as I hate him, and as much as I scoffed at that expression,
talk about it, bud.
When he first that sentence when he first said it, and, just largely because I was opposed to the war.
No one likes war. Right. No one wins in a war except for rich people and the arms dealers.
Meltdown Island.
But that being said, I do believe that's a valid point about any decision that you make, that there are known things that you know, things that you
know you don't know.
you don't know, but then
it's
the things you don't know that you don't know. And those are the problems. And
that's the thing that made me
true
feel
of
crazy.
anyone.
That's the thing that made me feel crazy this week.
Yeah.
Because I had what
Donald
they
Rumsfeld?
I had a bleed out moment. I had a
Did you bleed? Did you have
I did.
cut yourself?
Nope, I had a nose issue.
Oh no.
And basically this side of my face, because it always feels like it's clamping down and eating like a ompa ompa ompa.
Uh-huh.
And I've been singing on Twix doing concerts
Okay.
for like 5 hours. So I'm opening up, I'm building muscles and, using things instead of just not using them. And I think through this process, things were opening up because my nostril dilators were starting to become in too far.
Okay.
So I'm very relaxed. I'm about ready to go to sleep. And I just pull one out. And as soon as I pull this one out, it's like the other one went whoop. And I was like, oh no. And then just blood started pouring out of both sides. And it was scary. Yeah.
Ouch, Thorn.
And then I start going, what are the things I don't know that are happening to me that could be happening to me that I don't even realize?
Meltdown Island.
Things about going crazy or losing your mind is you don't know that you've lost your mind. It's the unknowns. You don't remember things. It's just not there. It's not present at all. And so I started going, oh, this is it.
Ouch, Thorn.
You're never going to get better. It's either going to be slowly drawn out or it's going to happen like that fast. And I got freaked out and I made a video and it's sad because I was crying and I was even embarrassed of it. But during that time when I posted it, it's like there's no one else to talk to or to share this, to even share about what's going on. Can't talk about it on TikTok because they'll get you for violence or being scary, talking about blood. So I didn't really talk about it. But now I am.
It's very brave of you.
Thank you. I'm very brave.
It's brave of you to be so vulnerable. Buddy.
Thank you. Oh, is this what Mike was talking about 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. This is being vulnerable?
Yeah.
I hate it.
Poetry in motion.
If you're bleeding, you should go ask a doctor about that. Fun fact, no.
Meltdown Island.
Because that takes what they call health insurance,
Right.
which I did have. I had the best health insurance ever 9 years ago when it kicked in. The Healthcare Act, the Obamacare.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Obama, for making that happen because I would have been in debt on top of being half dead from Vegas. And ever since that moment, it's been how many times did the Republicans, because the Democrats never fought to take it away, but the Republicans fought 300 times to 300 times, 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 300 times to remove healthcare. And we still have basic, right?
Thorn.
However, my healthcare, my state healthcare, all they've ever done is canceled my one MRI that my doctor had ordered. They said, no, you don't need that. No, your doctor, he don't know what he's talking about. You don't need it.
One.
And my medications. So that was something else that happened last week. I ran out of medication, out of emotionally happy pills. And so I was already sunken into the sunken place. And add on top of that, no happiness to escape that. Woo!
Ouch, Thorn.
Definitely feeling crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely went a little crazy. And so therefore, I'm a U.S. healthcare refugee because I have this head stuff. And I can't get a doctor to fix it. I've tried to go to Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic, been denied. So I've given up. and I'm just waiting for them to either come to me to fix it because they're like, or become Elon Musk rich, because I guarantee you Elon was like,
Oh, I need a surgery.
doctor be like, let me get in line.
Ouch, Thorn. Ouch, Thorn.
Yeah, I feel like doctors really have no tolerance for outliers.
No.
Like we want the basic. We just want to deal with the basic issues.
Yeah.
And if it's complicated, and I don't know what
We
it
got
is,
we got TV's
go-
Dr. House for that.
go somewhere else.
We've rebooted Dr. House, so you could go there for outliers.
Yikes!
Yeah, it's not great.
Holy shit!
It's not the best.
It's not great. Big thorn to the
Big
healthcare
thorn.
system.
Big thorn.
Colossal.
Thorn.
Speaking of the strikes, rose to the Writers Guild
Yes,
and the
100%.
SAG. Keep sticking it to them. Thorn to the studios for fucking with them.
Thorn to AMC theaters.
Ouch, Thorn. Ouch.
Thorn.
Well,
Well, it's like we say every week during our weekly mantra:
let's stop the insanity.
stop the insanity.
Stop the insanity!
Corporations are not people.
Ouch, Thorn.
Get money out of politics.
Get money out of politics.
Let's get government out of our vaginas.
I'm sorry, but I thought they wanted limited government. Republican Party, that's what we read, right? And yet they want to limit Disney?
Yeah.
They want to limit free market businesses? They want to limit vaginas?
Yeah.
Thorn.
What are we talking about? That sounds like big government to me. Doesn't sound like limited government. It sounds like overstep. Sounds like they're doing big old steps.
Ouch, Thorn.
Yeah. And for that matter, why the war on drugs?
Why?
Republicans. I mean,
They failed.
that's a legitimate choice to do drugs. I should be free to do that.
Yeah. Good for you, bud.
Thank you. I crushed that high five, by the way.
That was fucking great, dude.
Rose
I
to
didn't
that
even.
fucking high five.
Rose to your confidence in doing drugs.
I mean, I crushed that high five.
Crushed the high five. Crushed it.
Uh,
Nip that one right in the rosebud.
that was such a nice, crisp high five.
And if, for those of you who've been maybe new to the show and not following every high five we've done, when we first started high fives, they didn't work out so great.
Not a good high five.
Somebody didn't grow up high fiving or practicing high fives.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't do that many high fives in high school theater. It's not like I was like on the soccer team where they would do it all the time.
But on the show, I get a little fired up and want to give high fives sometimes.
And I don't know how to give them.
And little by little, somebody's got strong enough
I'm getting more confident.
inside of his little heart that all of a sudden he can just knock out a high five like it's nobody's
Yeah,
business.
I crushed it.
I'm proud to see that growth, and I give you a rose for it.
Thanks, buddy.
You did a great job.
Thank you. Rose to all of us. Rose to all of us.
Us all. We're all winners when we're together.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
am.
high five was in me the whole time.
There it is, kid. There you go, chump.
Ouch, Thorn. Ouch, Thorn.
The journey was the high fives we made along the way.
This guy, get over here. This is post time, everyone. This is my show where we pose.
But thank you, everyone. You can do that one again. Thank you very much for being here, being part of the show. We couldn't do the show without you.
Well, I don't want to do the show without you.
I mean, we've tried. We come close to trying.
Hey, we do fine. We do fine without them. To be fair with us,
Yeah.
except we don't like it.
We don't like it.
We're great without them, but we're better with you.
Pose. Pose. Pose.
Oh, I'm not a crow.
I am a rock.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Shundeville. All right,
Nice work.
goodbye, everyone. We love you.
Bye. We'll see you next week.
On Meltdown Island.
Ouch, Thorn.
So, what's going on? What are you dinging? Is that you dinging? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on, buddy? What's the dinging?
Oh, people.
Thorn to people dinging during Roses and Thorns.
Ooh, big old thorn.
Big thorn.
I got
A big thorn.
got a big thorn.
Uh,